In today's video, we're going to fit a reverse camera to our new for us anyway, the wives, a LEXUS CT200. So, fantastic condition this little car is. Done 55,000 miles or thereabout. Brilliant, really good condition. But it doesn't have a reverse camera. So, I bought a kit of the plug-in adapter for the multimedia center with a video in, and bought a camera with all the associated wiring. There's the little camera, there's the wiring, which should be long enough to go to the multimedia center. Some bits and bobs will come with it. So this little camera here fits, it'll fit just around there. Right, so that fits just under there, so we've got to drill a hole through there. This is plastic, comes off. Run the wires through here, inside, down there, run across the bottom of the sill probably, all the way across the sill, across here, all the way across, and through there, and into the back of the multimedia centre. And then when you select reverse, apparently, it comes up instantly on the screen. So, let's have a crack at that, shall we? Our first job then is to take the panel off the back so we can get at the wiring and remove this plastic cover. Remove that. So let's do that one. The first job is to remove 10mm nuts that hold the front part on. I forget what it's called now, the plastic bit, valance or something I think they called it. Take these off. The other one there we've just taken off. There should be, I think, 4. So there's another 2 here for this little hole. You can see it. All 10mm, all the same. The one there, I'll take that off, and another one over here somewhere. There we go. Just see that. Let's get those off as well. Then we have to take these off. These are all the indicators on. Take 2 of those off. And also what I did with mine as well is take the lock off as well. There you are, there's a lock, but don't disconnect it altogether, or else you can't unlock the boot if you shut the boot down. Take all those out. So once you've undone the indicator bolts, just disconnect the bulbs, both sides, and then you can lift, there you go, lift the indicators out. So lower that down a bit, indicators will waggle and they'll come out. There you go, that's loose. Coming out. Now the indicators are out, it's ready to come out. So this is now loose. It's just held on the front with just some clips. So you have to give it a bit of waggle and it should, he says, release. So just a bit of a pull, just plastic clips holding it in, and then waggle, and off it comes. There we go. So now that valance is taken off completely. I'll put that down somewhere for now. Go back under the boot. Okay. Now we need to put the camera about there, because that's going to be in the way of the bolts, and that'll be too close to the indicator, the rear number plate light. So we need to put it there. So we have to, let's have a look at it, make sure we can go through there, okay, which is plenty of room around the back. Loads of room around the back there. Just have a look at the valance again. Oh, see where we are. So we're going to be around there somewhere. So we have to drill a hole through there and then pick it up on there and then drill straight through. So that's our next little task. Right, I've just put the valance back on temporary, and I reckon, there's the camera, I reckon that will go perfectly just there. So I'm going to make a little mark about there, and that's where we need to drill through. We don't need a big hole, that's the size, 10mm hole or thereabouts. So, and that should then correspond, just lift it off, straight through into there. So should be a piece of cake. In actual fact, we might even have a spare hole we can put the cable through. So let's drill through this first, and then we'll see it all up against. Okay, that should be big enough. We'll just clean it up and try it. There you go. Let's try that. Put it through first. Now the camera itself, and that's it, snug as a bug. There you go. Now you do get some plastic levels, so you can actually alter how far or how high or how low this goes to tilt it. So we're going to try it first, and we can always take it off and use one of the little level things. And there you go. They got these little, what they call gaskets, angle gaskets. You can adjust the angle by between 5 and 10 degrees just by putting these in. And you've also got this little waterproof, like a 3M sticky pad as well, which will go underneath and which will stick straight to there. And then you can use the little gaskets to adjust the angle. So we're going to stick one on for now. We're going to put the gasket on, stick one on and try it after we've connected everything up. And we can always take it back off again and adjust it. So that's fitted on really nicely. Just going to tighten this up a little bit now, not too tight. This is all plastic, so it's not going to rust, which is great. And we might not have to drill through the boot itself if we can find a little hole to pass the wire through. So that's about tight now, not too tight obviously. There you go. There we go, camera's mounted just there, and we've managed to feed the wire through this little hole here. It's just locate hole for the left indicator lens. So that's going to go through there. Then we're going to bring it along there, through there, down into there, and then through these little grommets here. So that's all got to come off. And then that's the feed it through there, and then off we go. But what we'll do first, I think, what we'll do before we feed it all through, I'm going to wire it up, take the multimedia centre out and wire that up and see if it works first. And just in case, we have to alter that camera a little bit before we all put it back together again. Because once it's back together again, it's going to be a right pain taking it off. The worst bit is, of this job, is there's a gasket there, look. And we've got to thread this valance under the gasket. I don't want to do that again. So let's have a look now, see if we can get the wire into it and see if it works. So to get the multimedia unit, we have to take these off, these are the pries off, take all this off, and this apparently comes off as well, and then we can get at it. So let's all take it all off. So we've just got a steel rule prizing this away, which comes across. It comes off quite easy actually. There you go, that's taking that off. But that's somewhere safe. Oh, it's tangled in me. There you go, that's safe. And then now we take these side pick covers off, they just pull off and unhook. That's somewhere safe. Same to the side. It will come off. Oh, it's tight, isn't it? This one's tight. Get me still rolling. There you go. That's all right. There you go. So am I safe? Okay, now this, all this has to be pulled out, so take the cigarette lighter out first. And it should separate here. So there we go, lift that up. Pull that. Lift this side up. It's tight. Expect. There we go. That should come out. It should pop out over there as well. Bit of a pull, bit of a waggle. There we go. Put that to one side. I don't think we need to discuss anything. I can just sit in there like that. That's all good. Then it's taking this off, so that just lifts up. That should lift up as well, and underneath there should be a couple of bolts, so that should lift up now. There you go, that's coming out. Under that, I believe, unscrew it, the gear knob. Thread on that, but that's a bit safe. This can then come up, pull this off, which is tricky. There we go, that's off. Oh, don't need to disconnect anything on there either. Then we're going to take the multimedia unit out, so let's have a look. I think it's these bolts here, I think, so we'll take them out first. Undo those, and I think the ones at the top as well, that's the ones we have to undo, and there's one tucked out the way there as well. Come on, get it. Let's take all these up. Alright, I've took all the bolts out, and now that should, and it does, pull out gently. Bit of a waggle, it will come out there. Come on, it will come out. We've got the radio unit out now, and if you look at the back, you've got that one, the first one, and then the second one. The second one is one we need to take out. So just press that down and pull it out, and you'll notice on this one there's hardly any wires there. Looks like there's a positive and negative and a couple of others. Now the adapter we got is this one, which is the fitting, same fitting, but there's hundreds of wires on. Well, not hundreds, but there's several, and that's what put me off. I thought, why have we got all those wires on there when we only got a couple on the original one? So we're going to plug it in anyway and try it, because I don't know what all these wires are for, perhaps for all different systems. So we're just going to plug it in, and then we're going to connect the camera up. Click. Then that goes in there, back in there, if we can do it. Show you. And that clicks in. It's a good push, it's not a very good fit. But it will go in, and it will, there you go, it clicked as well. So it's got to be the one. So now we connect the video in from the camera to there. Now that's all plugged in. So before I go any further, I'm going to put the power on, and I'm going to make sure that this multimedia unit works as it should, as normal, with this new connector in, that is. So I'll put the power on, and again, lights up straight away. Let's see what happens. Yep, okay, so we'll say yes on that, make sure the map works. Yep, map's working. Now we can try media. Yep, again, AV, Bluetooth, auxiliary, AV again, radio works, volume, yeah, volume's fine. Go back to sat nav. Where's the button for sat nav? man. Yeah, I've got those all working. Yeah, everything's working as it should. So turn it back off. So now we do know that adapter allows the proper connections all the way through into the back of the multimedia unit. So let's connect the camera. That's the camera lead plugged in, and this is all the slack we have to hide. Well, first of all, I'm going to run it around the outside of the car just to prove it's working. Plug the video socket in. There you go, that's in. Now we've got to put power to it. Power, negative and a positive feed that's worked off the ignition. Okay, we're all set to go. The video input is in the back of there. We're not bothered with these trigger wires. And what I've done temporarily, I just stuck 2 wires in there for the positive and negative. This is cigarette lighter, just to try it. I've identified the positive and negative, and we stuck them in there temporarily. They shouldn't do that really, but I've done this several times. So we've done that. I think that's it. We've connected everything up. Apart from that, we've gone back here to the car, run the wires through the back, and connected that up. We've cut on this particular model, you have to cut the purple wire so it will work on NTSC. It won't work on PAL. So on this one, its default is PAL. So you cut the wire and it reverts to NTSC. So let's try it. So the power is taken from the auxiliary ignition, so the camera only comes on when the ignition's on, and all you have to do in theory is start it up, put it reverse, and the camera will light up. So let's try it. So ignition on, ready to go, car starts up, radio comes on, select reverse, put on the brake, and there you go, the camera's working perfect. We've even got lines as well. I'm not sure if they turn. I don't think they do. No, it's bleeping because you've got the door open. So there you go. So out of reverse, into drive, camera goes off back to normal, into reverse, turn that off, and it comes on straight away. And there you go, easy as that. The model number for the Toyota unit, let's turn this off a minute, is this one. It's the Toyota 8614-76010 unit. And there you go, basic one off the 2015 LEXUS CT200. So let's put it all back together. We'll put all the wires around the side there and hide them around the back. And do this properly, obviously, but I just want to see if it worked. And that's it, we've done it. Well, brilliant. Until next time. Just before I go, I'll just show you what we're doing with this. We've got the output from the camera, which is threaded all the way through there. Down here, down here, down here. And I've just took the grommets off this, on the left-hand side one, split that as well. And we're going to pass the phono cable through there, underneath there, and then we're going to go round the corner somehow and then go around the bottom of the sill. So let's do that. At the moment, the hardest part is getting this blinking plug, the video plug, through this gasket, the gasket, bloody shroud thing, rubbery thing. So I've had to put a coat hanger through. It's quite tight, and attach a bit of wire and then onto the plug. So I'm going to try and pull that through now. Right, I did it. That's cheap by putting a bit of lube on, but there you are. That's the phone, audio, bloody video cable plug gone through. That's the hard bit done. That's all done. That's all taped up now. The original harness goes through there. That's the RCA video plug. That's the power going through. Just got to put this grommet thing back on again, sleeve and whatever it's called. And then we're going to thread these all the way to the dashboard. Right, managed to prise all this away. The cable's gone through there now, underneath there, the back of there, out the way. Pulled all this apart, and there's two little bolts, one there and one there, and so it enables you to pull it out a little bit, so the cables go through there, and then we go around the other side, and we took this rubber seal off, and then pull that apart. It just falls apart, and then the cables will then run all the way down here, and we're nearly there, almost there. So 3 through now, around the front. There you go, through there, through there, through there. Now I've just got to go through this part, and then underneath there, and then straight to the back of there, and we're done. Right then, all the wiring is now finished. Put the panels back on, these scuff panels, that's it, whatever they're called. Put the wire around the back of there, underneath there, comes through here. Just got to connect, well, we've done it now, just connect the video plug into there. It's funny, but you've got the adapter, and you're only using one wire, the RCA plug, unless there's a built-in trigger in there that as soon as it's sent in reverse, then it brings the camera on. Don't know, but that's so there's only a couple of wires on the OEM one plug, and then you got so many on here that you're not being used. Anyway, it works. That's the model again. It's the, oh, on the front it just says 1000287. So just waiting for the soldering iron to warm up again. We've got a few more connections we're going to connect to the back of the socket of the cigarette lighter to take our power, switch power, and then we'll try it. And now everything's back to normal. We'll try everything. When everything's back together, we'll try it and take it down the road and see. So it's all done, all finished. We've successfully wired the camera up now. It cost £42 for the adapter cable, which is quite a lot of money, I thought, because for a bit of cable and 2 connectors. Anyway, 42 quid, and it cost £29 for the camera itself, Park Vision camera. One of the better ones, I think, but that was 29 quid from Amazon. So total cost is 72 quid, I think, all in, which is brilliant, really. It comes with a fuse, all the connectors. I had to extend one of the wires, unfortunately, but you could probably maybe pick up a live in the boot that comes on with ignition, and you can earth it from the boot as well, but I run the cables right to the front. And there you go, and I'll just try it again. So power on, we're ready. It turns to ready, lights up, and that's into reverse, and there you go. That's working really clear. It might be flashing a little bit on the screen on the actual camera, my camera that is, but it's not flickering at all on the dash. So put it into forward. We'll pull forward a little bit, just a little bit onto the drive, and then we'll reverse. Okay, straight into reverse, and then just pull back, and you'll see the little detectors come on as well in a second. Here we go. On the top screen, you see the detector coming on, so it's we're getting near, which is a great little feature. There you go. I'm not sure. Well, yeah. The only thing I've got to do now, really, let's go forward to it because that noise is annoying me. The only thing I've got to do now is get rid of that blinking beeping when it's in reverse. I must have to go into an engineering mode or something, but that's so annoying when you go in reverse. So normal, quiet as a mouse, forward, and reverse, horrible beeping. But anyway, the camera works. Piece of cake. The hardest bit was wiring everything through down the back, the sills and round the back and everything through that grommet. And then the rest of it just plug and play. So brilliant for 70 odd quid. That's a bargain, I think.